Hello, my name's Jason. Welcome back to I Have a Story. I'm here with some exciting news for a change. I'm bringing a new format to my channel next week, and I have so much to share and so much knowledge and so much life experience to share with people. From growing up as a child with an alcoholic, abusive father and what that did to our family, and problems and the struggles I have faced my entire life for nearly 50 years, even standing here today, the struggles I have and what I face with that. This is going to be hard, and it's part of why I've been dragging my feet. But again, the counselor who came up with this idea with me back in 2019. It might have been very early 2020, pre-COVID. Was to do this because I found that I've seen so many people who are struggling that when they have heard my story, they found that they found comfort in theirs, I guess, and found that theirs wasn't so bad. So if I can at least do that to people. I've also talked about having the darkness inside. So many people out there have nobody to turn to, nobody to talk to, feel alone, and have so many struggles trapped inside that it rots your soul. If I can free those people, it's worth it in itself. But I'm not here. I want to share more of myself and not just the pain, because I have a lot more than just pain, and I can't come out here and show you the other side of me when I talk about topics that hurt so bad that there is nothing but pain. I mean, I can't laugh at it. So I need to show the other side of myself and share more of myself and in a different aspect. So I've said it before, everything in life needs foundation and structure. Slapped me in the face the other day, my own words hit me. Your channel doesn't have any structure. You need to put it to your channel too. But I'm not here just to share that. That's so much has happened throughout my life, and the struggles I've had as a child with what my childhood and family life was like, and how that affected my life and the rest of my family's lives. Part of how those struggles have been a struggle throughout my entire life, and the other people involved. Even at 40 some years old, I think I was 41, 42, and I had surgery and found out that organ damage that I have is never, any surgeon who's been inside my body so far has come back asking why, how did you, we've never seen anything like this. Yet I still have to struggle and survive. And I'm falling. And I don't know how much time I have, so I need to bring structure to my channel and get these stories out here, get my knowledge out there. And in part, hopefully one day my kids will know who their dad really was. So in order to show you other sides of me, I also have to get onto other topics and some knowledge that when I share with you people what I've learned and what I know, and some of the theories that I have, and people need to understand that so much about our world is a theory. And another, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Another teaser I guess I'll have is my life is Mondays are gonna be my life Mondays, and that's where I'll be telling my life story. Thursdays are gonna be Thirsty Thursdays, and not because I like to drink, even though I like my coffee, but I thirst for knowledge, and I'm hoping to share my knowledge and make you smarter and make your life better, and even gain knowledge myself from your feedback from it. Stay tuned to this Thursday, because it's a big one, because even if I'm coming out with a really big theory that I'm going to share, and I have a lot of these thoughts and ideas that go through my head, and I'm scared to even talk about some of them because it's not the way we were raised and what we've been taught to think and the way we've been taught to think. But I found now at almost 50 years old that so much of what we've been taught in life was a lie, completely wrong. One aspect of that is the Indian culture. I'm now submerged into one of the few Indian tribal cultures still left in our country. I was taken under the wing of the head elder. And people don't even realize, this is one I never knew until I moved here, that this is actually one of the biggest, first civilized and most historic civilizations, first civilizations in America, is right here where I'm at. And at 80, man is in his 80s, 83-ish, give or take. He's in his early 80s. He took me under his wing. And I learned so much about the Indian culture. And while he's a great man, he hasn't always been a great man. And what I learned about the Indians and what I learned about American history has been completely wrong. And what is taking place today is so wrong and hurtful and painful. And I'm going to be sharing those stories with you, and it's going to change history, the way we see it. And nobody can say what truly took place in history, because just like what's taking place today, how 20 years from now, what is taking place today in our country going to be depicted as, say, 100 years from now? Well, one, it all depends on the person who wrote it and the person who read it and how it was all, we all know how the telephone game works, right? But now that I've learned so much was a lie, it's made me sit back and question and wonder how much more, when you start throwing up red flags. Now I'm going to start looking for red flags. We have all heard the saying, shame me once, shame me twice, right? Part of why I want to homeschool my kids. I don't want them growing up one day at 50 years old, nearly 50 years old like I am, questioning and going, where did it all go wrong? Because we were taught wrong. Here's a simple one that I'd like to share with you, and I'm not going to give the answer today, but I will talk more about this in the future. Who were we taught invented electricity? I found out that was actually wrong. Please comment below without looking it up. Who were you taught was the man who invented electricity? So much of what we were taught was wrong. So much of it. So the video with the Indians is probably going to be down the road a little bit, but I'm getting on with my life, and follow along this Thursday, because I've got a big one. And even if my theory is not correct, still look at the way that we need to start changing our view of things, and how we need to start looking at things in a different aspect, and not just the straight line that we've been taught to walk. Think outside the box. I've done it my whole life. Problem is I've been put down my whole life for it, instead of being able to thrive and being somebody like a big person who did good in his life. I've sat my whole entire life without any self-confidence and the ability to pick myself up to want to do better. But recently I've seen some videos and things, and part of the positive of the change in the world today is picked me up out of that somewhat. Gave me the confidence to come out here and do this and speak my mind. So stay tuned to this Thursday, because I've got a big one coming out, and even if my theory is not 100% correct, and maybe it is, it truly may be, it will change the way we've looked at history. And I'm here to change the way we've viewed history, what we know is history, and hopefully how we continue to make history. I've got a lot to share, people. If you think the past 150 videos that I've aired is a lot, I'm just getting started. I honestly might be starting a whole second channel to cover a whole vast amount of other knowledge that I can't even cover on this channel and fit into just the 5 days a week. Actually, I've got, so I have it written down for 7 days a week of videos to air under each day as a different category. And I'm not going to every week have a video for that day, but I plan to at least have 3. I do the best I can. Last night was another horrible night for me physically, and today's a day I normally wouldn't be out on camera, but I got to get this done because I'm running out of time, and I can't keep hiding, and I can't keep telling you don't let your problems bring you down when I'm still letting them happen myself. Again, I've talked about this. Part of my channel isn't just for you, it's for me too. I need help. I can't get help. I've been crying for help. There's not much help. So how do we help ourselves? By forcing ourselves through it. That's what I'm here to do. I'll talk more about my health. I'm going to be talking about mental health, physical health, and I'm going to show you how every single bit of it was man-made. Do you think the Lord would make human beings with chemical imbalances and deformities of their body? I don't believe he'd do that to us. I think he's already got enough problems to be amused by that, right? No, we did it to ourselves. And I'm going to prove to you how it all happened. Every single aspect of it, every single bit. Mental and physical. It's all man-made. I truly believe so, and I'm hoping that, again, with my theories, everything in the world that we know about history and the way we've depicted it, so much is just a theory. I'm here to share mine, and in a different aspect, because I ask the questions that nobody else does. I see things in a way that not many other people do. I talked about my video with the children's utensils and whatnot. I guarantee you this coffee cup right here is going to be getting cut open, and you're going to see it firsthand yourself, because I already know and I can already see this is one of them. So I got to give it a little time, and I know, you know, this really cracks me up. It's part of why I'm here. We've got so many people today scared of germs, bacteria. Yeah, we have products like this that are force feeding it down your throat, and people can't look at that themselves and understand and know what they're using is actually doing that to themselves. The reverse, just absolute ideology of this country needs to stop, because it's hurting, it's damning the people and our country. We need to get back to ground rules, ground foundation, a foundation, period. We all cannot unite as people. We all cannot live a healthy life unless we all walk together on the same foundation. And while I'm here to talk about painful things with people, cultures, and all of it, we don't ever make a positive future by pretending what happened in the past. That does not happen. But that's what's taking place in our country. So I'm here hoping to really make history and make some changes, because what I'm about to share with you about the Indian culture, I have never heard anybody else talk about. But I've learned it firsthand right here. And even from the head elders that have been around for decades. Darn near a century. And seeing it in the community themselves. Just like I've learned everything else I'm going to be sharing with you. I've learned from being out in the world seeing it. And sure, this is the depiction that has come through my brain, just like everything else in history. What I've seen from them, played the telephone, I'm going to relay to you, and this is how it works. So I'm hoping to do what nobody else has done, and in a different way that people have done, and share the knowledge that hasn't been told. I need foundation, and I need days to do it. So that's what next week, please stay tuned, because I'm kicking it off. The gloves come off, and I need to get this done, because I don't have much time. I don't know how much time I have, but my days are limited. And I'll be sharing more of that down the road with my stories. Please like my video. Please share my stories. Please try to help me get heard, because I don't want my life to end. But I don't see any future in... I live every day in such pain that I don't know how much longer I even have to begin with the misery that I live in. Even today, after what my life has been, my counselor keeps trying to find ways to make sense of it all. And you know, they say the Lord does things and puts us down a path for a reason. And what it could mine have possibly been, or was I really just a previous Hitler in life, and now I'm paying for it? I don't know. Please stay tuned next week. I'm going to show a different side of me. I'm going to be sharing some knowledge. God, I'm hoping to pray that I get the help that I need, the support that I need. I don't even know how much more to say right now to show my true feelings and where I'm really at. Hopefully next week I'll show you a different side of me. Hopefully next week I start sharing some knowledge that will really make a difference.